Hi, my name's Adelaide. I'm a student, a renter, a casual hospitality worker, and according to the Liberal government, not worth being a JobKeeper. We're almost approaching the 1 month mark since JobKeeper was announced, and I think it's fair to say that I feel equally as left behind by the government as I did the day they announced the package. JobKeeper has overhauled the way my workplace functions on a day-to-day basis. I had only started working at this particular cafe earlier this year, and because of that I wasn't eligible for JobKeeper, nor were a majority of the employees at the business. This has concentrated a large number of shifts and responsibilities on a tiny amount of employees at the business. Because of this, there's been this massive disparity in hours given to workers, and a bit of a suffering Olympics has occurred. Every week we've got to ask the same questions of who do we give these tiny number of shifts we can afford to? Do we give them to people who are renters? Do we give them to people who have families? Do we give them to our migrant workers that can't get Centrelink, let alone JobKeeper? I feel JobKeeper has really driven a wedge through my workplace. And through imposing arbitrary restrictions on who's valued enough to work, they've stripped us of any meaningful contribution to our workplaces and have instead relegated us to Centrelink waiting lines. I've been waiting for Centrelink to come in now for some time, and on the weeks that my boss can't afford to give me shifts, rent comes directly from my savings, and my savings are not that big. I'm worried that my savings will run out before my payments start. But the worst part of all of this is that I'm in a comparatively lucky position. A ridiculous number of Aussies are living paycheck to paycheck and have been failed by the JobKeeper scheme. Every day that Josh Frydenberg doesn't act is a day closer to my next rent day. It is a day closer to homelessness for workers in Australia. It's a day closer to families not being able to put food on the tables for their families. No worker deserves to be left behind, and we need JobKeeper to reflect this.